9 young athletes write the next chapter in their lives.
Please give it up for the former OVW Heavyweight Champion and the head tag team champion 10 times, and the current trainer here at OVW, Mr. Wrestling, Nick Dinsmore.
That's definitely familiar music there, Gilbert, of the 10-time former OVW heavyweight champion himself, Mr. Wrestling, Nick Dinsmore.
Gilbert Corsi joined alongside the Iron Man Rob Conway and Mike Titus. This is Homecoming 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Homecoming 9. My name is Nick Dinsmore, and I've got to tell you, Homecoming has become my favorite show that OVW produces. It's a chance when I get to see some friends that I haven't seen in a while, and when the students of the Nick Dinsmore Pro Wrestling class right here at OVW get to have their first match. Tonight we have 9 new OVW superstars making their debut. So I want everybody to have a good time, cheer loud, because Homecoming is where legends return and the stars of tomorrow make their debut. Let's have a good night.
And again, tonight is the night where 9 young men and women start the next chapter.
Hitting the ground running with a ladder match. And the prize is a mystery prize. It is yet to be determined, but it will be worth fighting for. The only way to win is to get that ladder and make it all the way to the top to retrieve the mystery prize.
You gotta wonder who's gonna make their moment,
for the
Iron Man.
Match?
What's happening here? And now he wants to be silent.
9 debuts tonight, that's a record. And then to start the night off with a ladder match, that's unheard of anywhere in the country.
And you only go up from here. And talk about unheard of anywhere in the country. Iron Man, you've been in this, what, 15 years in this wrestling
15
business?
glorious years.
You've seen ladder matches, but ever something like this?
This
Not where
is
you
a ladder
don't know the
match
prize.
with a
This is very
10-minute
unique.
time
It could
limit.
be something great.
Introducing
It could be
first
something good.
from
It could be
Chicago, a.k.a. Arik Krishopher.
A.K.A. Arik Krishopher, a young man out of Chicago, Illinois, made his OVW debut about 6 months ago. It was Homecoming 7.
You know, he's got an extensive amateur background and grew up looking up to Shawn Michaels, so him being in a ladder match is kind of fitting because Shawn Michaels was known as the creator of the ladder match, and maybe he can take it to the next level.
His opponent from Russell Springs, Kentucky, Jumpin' Joe Edmonds.
Jumpin' Joe Edmonds. Would you believe it or not, this guy is still very young in his professional career. He came out of the last OVW homecoming class, and now he's in a ladder match.
How old is this Jumpin' Joe Edmonds? He looks to be about 12 years old going up against Arik Krishopher here tonight.
I believe he's 20 years old out of Russell County, Kentucky, and the stakes here, very unique. You've seen ladder matches for money. You've seen ladder matches for contracts. You've seen ladder matches for championships, but we don't exactly know what they're fighting for. What could be inside that envelope, Titus?
It could be money. It could be keys to a car. It could be a contract for here in OVW. It also could be something that they don't want. It could be a booby prize.
You know, it could be an autographed picture of you.
Absolutely, you know. But then again, I would charge for that, you know. You know, of course, the king, he would always charge for it. I understand that he'd even charge at a funeral if he had to.
That's absolutely. The king would lose every opportunity he could to make a buck.
And you know the king very well, don't you, Mr. Titus?
Oh,
Again, there's a striking resemblance. I say you're about 20 pounds or 20 years earlier and 200 pounds lighter.
You know, for this being their first match inside of with a ladder match, they're going at it with scientific wrestling. I'm not sure if that's the right technique or if I'd go straight to the ladder.
Well, let's go there, Iron Man. What would you do in this encounter? You've had a number of ladder matches. If you were one of these competitors, how would you go about it?
Well, I would have went straight outside of the ring and headed for the ladder because wrestling is really not, you can't win this match through a pinfall or submission. You can't win the match in the ring without the ladder.
You know, I'd have to agree with you, Conway, because that's what I always did in my ladder matches.
Wait,
You've had quite a few ladder matches, haven't you?
hold on.
Absolutely.
Did the ladder hold you? I mean, could you make it to the top? Did it break?
It says right there it can hold up to 300 pounds.
Exactly. So did it break?
Never.
Irish whip into the turnbuckle. AK picking up Jumpin' Joe, planted on the inside of the ring, and now it
There
seems
he
that
goes.
AK has heard your advice.
He's got more experience than Jumpin' Joe, and he's going straight for that ladder after that sidewalk slam.
Yeah, I think Jumpin' Joe Edmonds might as well just jump on out of here because he's never going to make it here with Arik Krishopher.
Arik Krishopher debuted at Homecoming 7, gone on to wrestle at a number of OVW events and even on television a couple times, but still a young man trying to find his way, figure out who he is. What could this match do for him, Iron Man?
Well, anytime you're on a show such as Homecoming and you get seen in front of this large crowd like this and you pick up a win, I mean, that's just a feather in your cap, and that's one step toward becoming a veteran here in OVW, somebody that people are going to look forward to seeing every single week on television, and that's these guys' goals, is get to Ohio Valley Wrestling television.
Arik Krishopher, the aggressive here, and seems to be the liking, the fan favorite. Again, he has a little bit more experience. Up onto the ladder, thought he was gonna go into it head first, couldn't block that!
Into it back first.
Did you hear his back crack, Titus?
Just when he thought he had it all well in hand, the guy turns around and boom, he gets shot right back into the ladder.
Jumpin' Joe. This guy is high flying, high impact, high risk, and no reward. Krishopher moves out of the way. He's teetering on the apron here and gets caught.
But obviously, that 6 months is working to his advantage.
There's not a lot of experience difference between AK and Jumpin' Joe on paper, but Krishopher is working like a veteran here, Iron Man.
You can definitely see the size and strength he's taken over his match. And I think he's got a little bit more of a mean streak in him than Jumpin' Joe does.
He's just a nice kid, that Jumpin' Joe, and nice kids don't make it in this business.
I'm sure there's
You
a
know,
lot
Rob, you've never been nice.
Well, some of us started out nice, and then over the years, we had to do whatever it took to make it to the top.
You haven't gotten there, have you, Philbert, yet? I know you're still young and
really
immature in your days of broadcasting yet, you know, Fox 41.
Here's a word of advice, newbie. Focus on the action inside the ring, and it's Arik Krishopher.
Vertical suplex, that's the biggest move of the match so far.
Krishopher ascends that ladder. Dangerous territory on top. What's he gonna do?
He's wasting too much time. He needs to go for it.
Connects! Drills the elbow right into the sternum. Could have cracked Jumpin' Joe in half.
Normally you go for a cover right there, but you cannot win this match that way. You cannot win with a cover.
So you got to wonder why is not AK trying to move the ladder into the middle of the ring, trying to go after the envelope.
Right.
Again, we do not know what's inside there. Could be keys to a car, could be $1 million.
Come on, hurry up.
Jumpin'
He's
Joe.
coming for you.
Joe jumps, and AK comes down the hard way. Referee's there to check and make sure he's okay. That was nasty.
He had all the time in the world to go up there and get it, and he wasted it by slowly climbing up. It ain't gonna move.
What a moment this could be for Jumpin' Joe. A guy who's very young in his career.
5 minutes remaining.
The head meets the steel.
Knocked a few brain cells around, that's for sure.
Joe ascends to the top of that ladder very quickly. He's on the top rope. What's he got planned here?
He should be going for it.
Over the top. He barely cleared the ladder, but connected with the leg drop. Now can he capitalize?
Where else are you going to get an opening match, a ladder match, with two high-risk moves off the top of a ladder within 6 minutes of the match starting?
OVW, it is Homecoming 9, and these young superstars are laying it all on the line. Jumpin' Joe, the 20-year-old from Russell County, Kentucky, as the crowd begins to rally behind him, starts ascending the ladder, which is beginning to look a little bit wobbly here. He's right there. Reach up. He just got to reach. No go.
Crash and burn right there.
Ladder matches are dangerous. They are violent. They can end careers, and really they can end lives if they go the wrong way, Iron Man.
Yeah. In all of my 15 years, I've been in exactly 0 ladder matches because of the risk.
Oh, gosh! I don't know who got the worst of that one. Jumpin' Joe could have broke his ankle, and AK could have some serious internal injuries.
At Homecoming, to win the opening match at Homecoming, a ladder match, this is just put you on the map.
These young kids are not smart. They're putting their bodies on the line out here for what? They had plenty of time to go out there and get that.
They don't even know what they're going to get. That's where I agree with you right there, Titus. I mean, it's one thing to fight for pride. I understand that. But with a mystery up there with a question mark, to fight this hard and not know what it is that your prize is going to be.
You guys think this is a mistake by AK?
And who cares about the envelope at this point? Just
3
win the
minutes
match.
remaining. 3 minutes.
And it's not often that you see a ladder match with a time limit on it as well. So not only do you have to beat your opponent so bad that you can climb up to the ladder and get the envelope, but you have to do it in a quick amount of time.
I bet Ron Head has to get to the restroom. That's why he's counting down. He wants this match to end.
10 minutes the time limit. There are 3 minutes remaining here. And AK, Jumpin' Joe, going toe-to-toe.
Straight right hands. A bulldog onto the ladder. This could
Again.
be the turning point right here. He's got to think of the time.
He could have cracked a rib with that.
Could it be a game-changing moment for Jumping Joe? This 20-year-old looking for his first win here in OVW, looking for that coveted television time, as you said, Iron Man. And look at the aggressiveness now from the young man.
He's zeroing in on that midsection of Arik Krishopher.
Innovative, climbs up the ladder and single foot
2
drop
minutes
kick right to the
remaining.
chest.
2 minutes.
Tactical, because all of his offense have zeroed in on the mid-torso and sternum area of Arik Krishopher. A tactical move by young Jumpin' Joe.
All this is going to be for nothing if he doesn't get up this ladder within
What's he
the next
doing?
2 minutes.
I think he's realizing that the other side works better, but seconds are priceless.
He's just
Seconds are
inches
costly.
away.
And seconds just cost Joe Edmonds.
What happened? My monitor went out.
It was a low blow.
I didn't see that.
Of course not. It's that glaucoma. It runs in the Bolin family. Nonetheless,
I got those young eyes.
dangerous territory up there, guys. That's dangerous territory, Iron Man. Arik Krishopher has fully suspended Joe. Oh my gosh!
A big power bomb off of the top of the ladder.
Krishopher could be broken in half, and this could be Edmonds' moment.
1 minute remaining.
Down to
AK
60
on the
seconds.
floor. I don't think he'll be able to catch him. He's
He
reaching.
almost got it. He's almost there, fingertips away, but there's
Jumpin' Joe has got his fingers on the envelope. He's got it. He's got it.
We have a winner.
The winner of the ladder match, Jumpin' Joe Edmonds.
now we gotta find out
Jumpin'
what's
Joe
in there.
Edmonds has just made a name for himself here in OVW.
Making a statement, making a moment. He's got, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Body guy.
Whoa!
Body guy with a kendo stick.
Where did he come from?
And look at that body. Oh,
That's an exhibitionist right there. He's been waiting this whole time to show off his body.
he's pointing it right at you, Conway.
He's got the envelope.
What's he gonna get?
Wait.
What's that music?
We know that music. We know that sound. And guys, we know this man.
It's the assassin. Ah!
Vigilante for justice. You don't know where he's gonna strike. You don't know when he's gonna come. But what he does counts.
Now the assassin's got the envelope.
Well, let's see what these guys were fighting for.
It's a DVD.
What?
What's it say?
It's a,
Oh my gosh!
That's
What
a-
a great prize! That's a DVD of Homecoming 1.